Hey guys, Matt, IronTrap Garage, and today we're going to be working back on the Sweetheart Roadster. So I've been getting a lot of work done on this. There's a couple things that I kind of jumped over that really I need to get back to get the car closer to being ready for doing some body work and stuff. So the floor panels and the pedals situation, I got pedals hung and kind of fabricated how I wanted, but I didn't get the pedal location exactly where I wanted because we didn't have floorboards or kick panel or toe boards yet, and I need to work on that. So what I work on today is just making some simple floorboards for this thing at the very least. If we get enough time, I'll probably make the toe boards as well, but we're gonna try and get the floorboards made so I can actually sit in the seat, put my feet down, and feel where the pedals need to be so we can finish modifying the pedals and be one step closer to making this car kind of like a real car. So let's get started. Alright, so trim my panel to shape and matching our pattern, and ready to test fit here, which honestly I've done already. And it fits good. So the next thing we have to do, I made a note when I was transferring the pattern to the metal. Right here on the LaSalle trans, there's like a little area that kind of sticks up on the casting there. It's not just a casting line, it's actually the cast higher, and there's a little bulge there. So what I think I want to do is stretch that area up using a hammer and the sandbag and then the planishing hammer, and create a little blister here so that the floor pan will sit down on the edges of the sub rail. That's what we're going for here. So rather than cutting some huge hole in the panel, I figured it'd be easier to do that. It'll be a little smoother, and then when you put the carpet over it and all that stuff, but then I don't have to make another big cover for around this. We can have just a small opening for the trans, and that's basically it with the carpet there. So I'm going to mark this out a little bit better. That's just off my pattern there. Probably needs to be a little bit bigger, and then we'll hammer that out, planish it, and go back and forth with the hammer on the sandbag and the planishing hammer, back and forth till this fits and lays down nicely. And then we can work on laying out our beads on this. I'm going to do a similar, just real simple on this car. I've been doing like the doors have, you can see here, just a step bead that goes and makes it recessed. I think I'm going to do a little area just around where your feet would be, basically, to strengthen this panel up. And then I am going to drill some holes. This panel needs to be removable just so it's easier to work on the car. So we're not going to actually, this one will not be spot welded in. So we need to make sure that it's easy to remove. That's why I left the shifter on now. Actually, my first try with the steering wheel on, I was able to take the floor pan out carefully. So that's very important if I want to work on the car. Trying to get better about that stuff, thinking of future Matt and Steve, if we have to work on anything, we can easily take it out, remove it, get to all the stuff under here and work on everything. Or when we're assembling it, also make it easier. So I'm gonna mark this out, get it out, and start hammering and planishing and get the floor pans fitting a little better. So, is that blinding you?
Oh, I'm fine. I got my head.
I'm gonna roll just a little bit, same thing, just.
Yep, now we're just outside the line, but pushing down the right way. Actually, right on. Yeah, pretty much right on the line.
Should be right on the, I mean, I'm centered on the bead.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
spot that we have to correct.
Gotcha.
Should just swap it around. All right, you ready? I'm gonna go around the corner, so
Yep.
it's gonna go. A little off there, but that's all right. It's a really fast corner, so it's hard to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop for a second. If you can just keep holding.
Yep, I got it.
Got it? Okay. Just got my arm stretched out in a weird spot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna be coming towards me.
Yep. All right, you got it? Swing it
Yep.
back to you.
This is like some expert level stuff here. I haven't bead rolled in like a year.
Uh-huh.
And here I am doing like the
Yeah, the
most intricate thing I can do. Well, maybe not intricate, but. That's the problem right there.
right. Oop. Want me to give a yank on this?
No, I'm pushing pretty hard.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out where it's caught or what's happening. That's
It's right under the corner here. This corner of the,
Oh, it's digging in.
yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to fix that. I was trying to get everything lined up.
Yeah.
I screwed myself. I should have thought about the throat of the panel. We're gonna have to pull it out. I'm gonna have to hammer that down.
Okay.
So there's nothing else I can do without. We're already getting off of my. 1, 2, 3, 4. What if I'm bouncing around? Much easier. Spin over. Okay, so let's try this again.
Take 2. Here we go.
Now with our new improved smashed blister that I did, that's great for the ego.
Yeah, right.
Is that where we were, like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm hooked in
Yep.
there, so I can. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. Got plenty of room now.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's gonna clear no problem.
Yes, Moon, I'll let you out in a few.
Gotta be patient. There you are.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. Okay, not bad. Yeah, that one little bobble, but like I said, it turned into just a scratch.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fix that.
That'll be
Fix
fine.
that. Worst part is the gouging. If I would have just hammered it. All right, back to the planishing hammer. Augie, you'll probably want to go.
Yeah, you're not gonna want to be here for that.
All right, so got the beads where the step rolled in the panel, came out pretty good. For anybody that's wondering, I used the bead roller because, and not the Pool Max or the Lennox, because pretty much all of this car has been done before I had that machine. So the die that I was using, I just wanted to keep using the die instead of setting up a new die, and it would be different. And honestly, it was a little quicker just to do this. But I did a test run of the panel, and I knew it was going to be tight around the blister. Well, I was wrong. It would change just enough when putting the step in the panel that it dug into the panel, caused an issue. I had to just smash it flat. I mean, this is part of just knowing what metal does. We can smash it flat and correct it. So my nice shiny blister I'd put in the panel now is all effed up. So, so I smashed it flat. It is what it is. We rolled the bead. Everything went smoothly. But I know that I can hammer this back quickly and put it back in the planishing hammer and get it corrected and smoothed back out. So other than some scratches or gouges from digging into the bead roller, should be able to fix all of it pretty easy. So that's what we're gonna do. A little better. All right, so did a little hammer and dolly work and cleaned up everything, and it still fits, which is good. What I'm gonna work on now is basically we're gonna use some riv nuts around the flange in the sub rails that's on the inside here, and I'm gonna drill some holes in our floor pan and then put some riv nuts in around so that we could basically hold this down and screw it in and take it on and off. So once I do that, we should be just about good and we'll have ourselves a complete floor pan. So I'm gonna get the drill and riv nuts out and get started.
All right, so got all of the threaded inserts mounted in the sub rails and put all these little flathead screws in, and the floor pan is in and very solid. Really psyched on how this came out. It's a nice, subtle floor pan that is, you know, still got some style to it. Having this little flared section here over the trans is a nice kind of look, I think. Of course, all of this will be covered up with sound deadening carpet when the car is done, and it won't really matter. But for right now, it's really cool to look at. And most importantly, I could put some foam in the car, I could sit in the car, and now we have floor pans, so I can actually put my feet down and see where the pedals actually need to be. So that'll get me a next couple of steps. I can also get the steering column tube, or steering column fixed to the dash, because now I know if I like the steering column angle and all of that stuff. So we can do a bunch of work kind of in the steering column, pedals, all that stuff. We can get that all set up now that I have this floor pan in. Eventually I am going to be kind of building some extensions or toe boards onto the firewall, but for right now I was trying to get this done so that we can move forward with some other stuff, and then when we get a little bit further, I'll work on making a little blister here to cover the bell housing and the trans, and then also some extensions on the firewall and make it all kind of sealed up and looking good. But for now, I'm gonna sit in the car and make vroom vroom noises and enjoy having a floor pan, which it has not had since I don't know how long. Definitely when we bought the car, it did not have any remnants of floor pans, so this is a big step. So thank you guys for following. Catch you later.